Man, we live, man. It's been a long time. I'm gonna hit him with that quick intro real quick.
Yeah, it's been a
Man.
minute. I was trying to remember the last one.
Ooh, I got some echo. I gotta cut that. Oh, yeah,
Oh, okay.
I had to get rid of that echo. Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What's going on, all my great people? What's going on, all my boxing fans? We back again. I got my big brother, the one and only, the heavyweight knockout king. You know what I'm saying? The heavyweight knockout king. You know what I'm saying? I'll put any heavyweight on the canvas. My big bro, one of the generals in the YouTube boxing community. You know what I'm saying? One of the best content creators in the community. You know what I'm saying? My big brother, the Roos theory. We back. We back, bro. We got some fights coming up, man.
Hey, man. Hey,
Hey.
thanks for a beautiful intro, man. Thanks for that, man. But you the one with the fast hands, bro. That's you, man.
Hey, yo, man. So let me go over to YouTube. Like, hey, yo, this is Major Key Boxing in the building. Much love and respect to Major Key Boxing, man. One of the generals, another one of the generals in the let me get to the chat. Let me go. There, I found it. One of the generals. I might have to get it for you. One of the generals in the YouTube boxing community, Major Key Boxing. Hey, big bro, hold it down for a few minutes. Let me I gotta go handle something real quick with my daughter.
Okay, I got you.
All right.
All right. What's up, y'all? What's some of the big fights y'all been looking forward to? Hopefully, we get the big fights this year because last year was kind of slow. Major Key Boxing, man. Thanks for tuning in. Much respect. I really appreciate that. What are some of the fights? I know I'm looking forward to AJ Franklin, man. That's the big fight that I'm looking for. You know, I like all these other fights, but I'm like into the big boys. I want to see them scrap. Hopefully, you know, if Joshua can get past Franklin, hopefully he can fight Wilder. But you know, we'll see. Hopefully they fight before they hang it up. You know, but I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, just real quick. Yeah, I just gotta handle something with my daughter real quick. But yeah, hey, Major Key, hey, Slide Tendencies, I see you, my brother. I see you, Slide Tendencies. What's good, my great brother? Hey, anybody want to interact with us, man? Want to join us? Want to talk boxing with us? You know about these topics that we got that we about to talk about today. These up and coming fights. We about to get into it. You know what I mean? For an hour and a half. You know, and we finna talk this boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Some pretty solid fights coming up. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If any one of our brothers want to join us in boxing talk, you guys also more than welcome. That's why I had to come back to StreamYard because I couldn't do this on OBS. Well, you can, but this is a lot of figuring out. So I'm gonna put that link in the chat. So anybody want to join us and talk boxing with me and my big bro, me and my co-host, the J. Roos Theory, one of the generals. Hey, y'all more than welcome, man. That stream, that link is in the chat. So y'all more than welcome. Much love and respect. I see you, Brayon Gunsman. I see you, my great brother. Much love and respect. I see you. Much love and respect. I see you, brother. Hey, Major Key Boxers and anyway, and Folk versus Fulton. Now that's gonna be a great fight, bro. You talking about two of the best going at it, bro. Two of the best fighters in the world going at it. But you know, NOA is that guy, bro. You know, one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. You know, that's
right.
A step up fight for NOA, bro. I mean, for Stephon Fulton, for Stephen Fulton, man. That's a big step up fight. That's a big major win for him and a legacy defining fight for him. You know, if he can get a win like over NOA, over Monster, bro, that would be a big accomplishment. You know what I'm saying?
When is that fight?
Oh no, I gotta go look into it, man, because I think it's I don't know. I don't know if it's March or April.
Okay.
I'm just not finding out, but I was kind of like, you know, just browsing through like, some couple of
Yeah.
websites. I hear people talking about that this soon to be finalized and stuff, not too long ago and stuff like that. So, I don't
Yeah.
know what the date is. I mean, some maybe one of our people, maybe one of our brothers in the chat might know the date, for that fight. But I think it's about to go down though, in the way in Fulton. Adari
Yeah.
Pimpin in the building says, can heavyweight boxing be popular like NFL, basketball, baseball if it was pushed properly in America? Absolutely. You
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
I think it has a strong foundation now. I think it's big enough now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the names that's pretty much that's like the top names that's pretty much carrying the heavyweight division. You gotta remember these guys are superstars, bro. Wilder,
Yeah.
Fury, Tyson Fury, Wilder, Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Like just those three alone, what I'm saying, are really big names. You know what I'm saying? And
Matter of fact, didn't Spence just fight at the Cowboys Stadium? His last fight, Spence.
yeah, he fought against Dennis Ugas, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
At the
Right.
Cowboy Stadium, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think it was
there's
at the
an
Cowboy
audience
Stadium.
there.
Hey, but I'll be right back. Hold it down, big bro.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, but that's a great question, man. I think it can definitely be as big as the NBA and in the NFL and things like that because I think people get a little fatigued with the team sports. I know I see a lot of shady calling in the NFL, and I found out that the NFL is registered as sports entertainment. That should let you know some of these games are a little bit suspect, like my Chargers. How in the world are you going to be winning 27 nothing and then lose the game? I mean, come on now. But so boxing can definitely have that audience. If we got to make sure that the fights are legitimate and no funny business though. That's the thing. We don't want to see any fixes. We don't want to see any suspect judging. We want whoever's supposed to win, whoever wins, we want him to get the decision. Whoever loses, that's the way of the sport. But no more shadiness. And I see a lot of that in the NFL. And I've heard there's an ex mafia guy on YouTube named Michael Francis. He's a Christian now, and he's talking about how they used to fix college football games and basketball games all the time. He said, you know how easy it is to pay a guy to miss a shot or throw an interception. So forget them sports and let's let boxing take the limelight, so to speak, from these little so-called real sports. But that was a great question because at one time boxing was the biggest sport. People would miss going to work to see a big heavyweight fight. I mean, cultures would clash over a big fight. So boxing can definitely take its spot back. It just has to be cleaned up a bit. We can't have any funny decisions. And most importantly, the big fights have to start happening like in the UFC. John Jones versus Cyril Gane, probably Jones eventually against Francis Ngannou, but we got to have the big fights. We got to have eventually Joshua Fury, Joshua Wilder. We just got to get the big fights. Spence Crawford, even though I'm kind of lost interest in it to be perfectly upfront, but the big fight. If you put the big fights out there, there'll be an audience for it. It's just a matter of if the fighters want to make the fights, they'll happen. When Lewis said he wanted to fight Holyfield and Tyson, he said make it happen. As a fighter, you're the boss, so they have to listen to you. It's not the other way around. You're the boss. They work for you. So that's my take on it. I think boxing can come back and they can come back strong and make 2023 the biggest year yet in boxing, especially the heavyweight division. If the heavyweights are going right, everything goes right, in the sport. So, if you guys have any questions about boxing, the heavyweight division, hit us. If you want to make a comment, you want to join us and let us know how you feel about the sport, just come on in. Um, the heavyweight division is definitely my division. I just like the heavyweights. I like knowing how a fight can end at any moment. With the heavyweights, you can be winning all 12 rounds and then get stopped at the last minute. So that's why I like the heavyweights. We got Andrew Tucker back in the building, y'all.
Had to go take care of some business real quick with my daughter.
Okay.
Let me see. Adoree Pennant says some of these NFL players and basketball players would have been very good heavyweight boxers. Absolutely. Because a lot of those guys are very athletic. All it is just learning the basics and then learning the fundamentals. Some of them guys could catch on very quickly. You know what I mean? Not all could become elite level fighters, but I believe a lot of those guys could be athletic enough to compete and to learn the fundamentals and become better. You know what I'm saying? Not all, some. Some just it's something that you have to develop. It's something that you have to apply to what you know how to do. And some people can be good at it, and some people can be great at it, and some people can be okay at it. You know what I'm saying? So Art Samson in the building says Eubank has appealed an illegal elbow as an illegal elbow. Has a boxing decision ever been changed? Has it ever been changed? I don't know. What you think, big bro? Have it ever been?
I've never heard of that done in the professional rankings. I heard something was done in the amateurs with Joe Joyce. I think in the Olympics, I think they might have reversed that. But in the pros, I've never heard of them. I've heard of people trying to get a decision overturned, but I don't think it's actually happened. I'm not sure if it has, but I've never heard of them overturning it.
Overturning, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Overturning. Yeah. Now, some fights have been overturned in the history of the sport. I just forget what fights they were. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe he have a case, and maybe they throw it out the window. I don't know. We gotta wait. We gotta be patient.
So Eubank is trying to say he got knocked down with an elbow. Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. I got to go into full detail, but it was saying that a legal elbow was thrown. I guess what they're saying. I don't know what's really. I don't know in full detail of what's really going on, but based on what I've gathered from other people and read a little bit of, it was basically an elbow, I guess, that landed, I guess, before the first knockdown, or before he got hurt the first time and went, and got hit with some hard shots and went down, or got knocked down the first time. I don't know. I don't know. I did live commentary for the fight, and I just don't remember no elbow. So I got to go back and watch.
I'm gonna go back and check it out.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch because I don't remember. Them guys were going at it. It was a great fight, but Eubank was winning the fight. Up until I think he made a mistake, not trying to be a little bit of Roy Jones Jr. and not moving his head, trying to call himself trying to be a Roy, and not moving his head or blocking some of those shots. And then when he got over there in the corner, when he had him pinned in the corner, Liam Smith had him in the corner. He should have turned out of the corner. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't leave yourself wide open, and then you duck down, you get hit with shots. And he throwing a combination. He's not throwing one shot. You know what I mean? You can get hit with the shot in the midst of a fighter throwing a combination and get hit on the temple or the chin and get badly hurt. You know what I'm saying? You just got to protect yourself at all times. Right. Trying to showboat and be fancy at the last minute or at the wrong time can get you knocked out. And I think that's one little careless mistake that he made that cost him the fight, because he was winning the fight. It was a good competitive fight. I mean, Liam Smith came to fight. He was pressing the attack, but it was just one little it was a few careless mistakes that Chris Eubank Jr. made that cost him the fight. And it could have been, he could have easily won the fight unanimous decision by sticking to the game plan. But you got to remember, bro, you can't, Liam Smith is an experienced veteran. You can't be making certain mistakes because he's gonna be looking to capitalize on every little mistake you try to make and take advantage of that moment. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I think that's pretty weak to try to claim you got hit with an elbow. I mean, that's part of the sport. That's like saying, the dude hugged me. Like, dude, whatever you're gonna get hit with something kind of crazy during the course of a fight. So you got to be, like you said, protect yourself at all times. I'm sure he hit Liam Smith with some elbows. That's no excuse, man. You just
Yeah,
can't. You
and
got to keep your hands up and continue to move forward. You can't just sit there and try to blame it. Well, I hate excuses. If you lose, just be like, hey, I lost. Don't try to talk about he head butted me and all that. That's, to me, that's weak.
yeah. I mean, it just was, it was an action packed fight. I just don't remember no elbow. I'm just
I
saying.
don't either.
I'm not
I don't
saying that
either.
I'm just saying that he didn't get hit with an elbow. I'm not saying he
No,
didn't. But all I'm saying is that I don't remember no elbow landing.
I don't either. I
I
didn't
just
see an
remember a good
elbow.
fight. I remember a good fight, a great fight, and one fighter made two careless mistakes that caused him to get knocked down twice, and
Right.
they end up stopping the fight because he was badly hurt. That's all
Yeah.
I saw. I just don't remember,
Oh, I think fighters, I know they have to have a big ego to get in the ring, but I think fighters' egos, they can't just accept defeat. Sometimes they just have to blame it on everything except themselves.
yeah, like and I don't know, man. Maybe he might have something to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might have something, to run with. But I just be honest with you, like I just felt like, he was winning the fight. He was doing very well in the fight. And I just felt he made two careless mistakes that Liam Smith capitalized on, and it caused him to get knocked down twice, and it caused him to
Right.
get stopped. And so that's basically what I saw. I just don't remember an elbow. That's all I'm saying. Not saying that the elbow wasn't thrown in there or he didn't get
Right.
hit with the elbow, illegal blow, but I just didn't see it. I just don't remember that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't either.
And maybe he have a case, maybe he do it, maybe he don't. But I agree with you 100% in general. Like
Yeah.
if he don't have a case, I think you need to just focus on just try to. I don't know if it was a rematch clause or not. I mean, I don't know, but if they fight again, he can win the fight. He can
Yeah.
win because he was winning the fight until he made two little
Right.
careless mistakes that cost him the fight. Not taking nothing away from Liam Smith because he was pressing the attack, trying to take his head off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just one of those experienced veterans you can't make mistakes against, and you can't think you can you think you can't do little showboating little things like a Roy, and while a fighter and you dipping your head down and not guarding your chin or your temple
Yeah.
or your jaw, and you're not guarding yourself and you're leaving yourself wide open. You can't make little careless mistakes against a dangerous boxer puncher like a Liam Smith. He's a veteran. He's looking for you to make mistakes. He's looking for you to make mistakes. But we finna get off that. We finna talk about the fights at hand. You know what I'm saying? Aries Love, I see you, my great brother. He said, What's good, peeps? Much love and
What's up?
respect.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, bro, man. I appreciate every single one of my brothers, man, that's in this chat right now. Appreciate all my brothers that's joining me and my big bro, man. Thank you guys, man. We love you guys and we
Hey,
appreciate
thanks for having me on the big platform, bro. I really appreciate it. I miss hanging out with you, man.
Oh man, I had to get you back on here, man. It's like when you brought it to my attention, I was like, man, we got to go live, bro. It's been too
Yeah.
long, and
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
and I had, and also, I also had some time on my hand. It was kind of busy day, but I was like, we got a good hour and 50 minutes. I mean, an hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours, something like that, and we can talk this boxing, man. Cause I miss going live with my big bro, calling the fights with you and everything, man. I just
Yeah.
miss it, bro. And
It was some fun
it's
times.
been a long time. It's been great times, man, and I miss
Yeah,
it. And
man.
so when you brought it to my attention, I mean, when you presented, me with the, what I mean, hey man, let's go live. You want to go live, bro? I like, yeah, let's do it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause I want to talk about. Let me get to the comments real quick from our brothers.
Okay.
Aries Love says, I'd rather see AJ versus Miller run it back at MSG. And truth be told, you won't see AJ versus Fury nor AJ versus Wilder no time soon. But you know what? This is what I got to say to you, my great brother, Aries Love. We love you. You one of the generals of this community, and we love you. But I'm gonna tell you like this: there's a lot of great fights, bro, out there. You know what I'm saying? So if we can't get AJ versus Fury, hopefully we get AJ, Fury versus Usyk. You know what I'm saying? If we can't get AJ versus Wilder, hopefully we get the winner. Hopefully Wilder get the winner of, Fury and Usyk. Hopefully he gets the winner of that fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though I want AJ versus Wilder, I want AJ versus Fury. I want those fights. Those are great fights. Those gonna be epic battles. Not easy for AJ, not easy for Fury. You know what I'm saying? None of these fights on the screen are easy for either man. And so I would love to see those fights. But you got a lot of other fighters, man, that's working their way up and that's been putting in a lot of work. They need their chance, they need their opportunity, and then they're gonna keep sitting and waiting. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's talk about these Joe Joyces out there. Let's talk about the Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about him. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about him. You know what I mean? I want to see Joe Joyce versus Fury. I want to see Joe Joyce versus Wilder.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to see, I might slightly favor AJ versus Wilder. I might slightly favor AJ versus Fury. But I want to see Joe Joyce fight all these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because all those, Joe Joyce is a threat and a problem for all these guys on the screen.
The problem, man.
You know,
and I still actually, like he said, I still would like to see AJ Miller, but now that Miller's off his PEDs, there's no way I think he would even. He might have done better before, but now I think AJ, after fighting Usyk twice, I think AJ would just blow through Big Baby Miller. I don't think it would be close anymore.
Yeah, like I think AJ would I think AJ. Being honest with you guys, personally, I think AJ at this point right now, at this stage right now, I think AJ stops Big Baby Miller. Now, Big Baby Miller maybe never been stopped, never been in there. Has he been in there with an opponent that could be a threat or could be a problem or could cause some problems? Has he ever been in there with one of those heavyweights that could be a threat, that could be a problem? You know, I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of Miller until I come to find out back in the day that he's a cheater. And I'm not, every fighter, fighters make mistakes. So I'm not finna come at him and crucify him and like I did on a video a long time ago that went semi-viral. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that person anymore, so I'm not finna come at him no more. I would love to see AJ versus Miller. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a tough fight for AJ, and it's a tough fight for Miller, but I think AJ end up stopping him for some reason. And if AJ don't stop him, he beats him a unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? Or he beats him. You know what I'm saying? He beats him convincingly. He beats him convincingly. He beats him. You know what I'm saying? Wilder beats him. You know what I'm saying? Joe Joyce beats him. You know what I'm saying? Fury beats him. I believe even Dillian Teletubby White, one of my favorite fighters, also. I think Dillian White, my brother Dillian White probably beats him. I think probably Jermaine Franklin, as I'm saying this guy name right. I think Franklin probably beats him. Right now at this stage, at this point, to be honest with you, if you want me to keep it honest with you, all those fighters I just named, I believe will beat Big Baby Miller. And I'm not saying that Big Baby Miller is not a terrible fighter. He tough. He's a big heavyweight, a volume puncher, but we know why he has so much stamina and endurance to be so big. We know why. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to keep coming at him because I don't like tearing down these fighters. I don't like coming at these fighters. I held him accountable a long time ago. I don't want to do it again. I want to focus on the fights that we can possibly get today, that we can possibly get right now, and the big fights that we need to allow the sport to continue to have a strong foundation. And that's those big fights. And Joe Joyce is in the mix. Danny Dubois worked his way back up. He's in the mix. You got young monsters coming like Philip Herkovich. Young monsters still out there like Jared Anderson. I don't know. I might be jacking his name up, but Anderson, the real big baby.
Yeah, Jared Anderson.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but let me get to this. Comment. Adore Pennant says PBC and Top Rank should just join force, team up, and merge partnership, and work together. The thing is, how PBC. This is the question, and I'm gonna let you answer this first, J. Roos. Have PBC and Top Rank worked together before?
There's a nice train going by. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I heard it. so Derek Pennant is saying PBC and Top Rank should just joint force, team up, merge, partnership, and work together. Have PBC and Top Rank worked together before?
Have they worked together before? That's a good
Yeah.
question. I'm trying to think of some fights where they may have worked together before. I can't think any off top, but when the big fights happen, I've seen Showtime and HBO come together like Lewis Tyson. So if people are clamoring for the fights to happen and the money's involved, they'll definitely join forces. But everything now is ruled by the dollar. So I think that's the only thing stopping certain fights is, the
Right.
negotiations, who gets what and how much of a pay-per-view slice this fighter A gets, fighter B gets. So it's always money. So if the money's right, it'll happen.
Right, I agree 100%. And I think I can think of one fight right now, and Wilder, I believe, is under the PBC banner. Right. And I think at the time in the trilogy, especially in the trilogy fight with Wilder and Fury, I think Fury was also under Top Rank, which is Bob Aramis is his co-promoter, right? So Fury was pretty much a fighter fighting under Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much an ESPN fighter. So I think they came together in that fight. If I'm not mistaken, though, Big Bro, right? Fury and Wilder, the trilogy, that was PBC working with Top Rank right there, I think, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Wilder just made some comments. I didn't get to hear it, but I think he was saying something about the PBC. I think he might be a little frustrated with them.
Yeah, I feel you. The White says, "Sup, twin, bro? What's going on with you, twin? How you doing, my great brother? Welcome, man. All you guys, man. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the live show, man. We appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. All right, Samsung said he could appeal at the time of the elbow. Maybe Count just saw it on video. I don't know, man. And maybe it works in his favor, and maybe he might have a case. Maybe he do have a case. Maybe he does have something to work with, or maybe he have nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? We just got to sit back and be patient and wait and see. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be crazy because, man, I think he got stopped. You know what I'm saying? But if an elbow, if a serious elbow came into play before the first knockdown, I don't know. Y'all tell me if that's what is that the situation, and is that what happened? You know what I'm saying? But if he might have something to work with, he might don't. Because all I know is that just have a rematch. I know that you're really trying to clear that loss off your record. You know what I'm saying? But just have a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Just have a rematch. You win, you lose. Just have a rematch. That's what I would love to see. All right, Samson Smith did well against Canelo. Yeah, absolutely, bro. He said we still rock same chair. We still rock same chair, bro. Yeah, the white. Yeah, we still got the same chair, bro. I ain't letting go of my gaming chair. I'm probably having for a long time. I ain't planning on getting another one no time soon.
Hey, let me ask you this, Andrew. Would you be interested in seeing a rubber match with Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua? Would you like to see a third fight?
Say it again, General.
Would you like to see a third fight between Joshua and Ruiz, a rubber match?
Joshua and Ruiz.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. Like, and that fight could probably end up happening. It could end up being a trilogy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, but I believe the only way for that fight to happen, not saying it can't happen without Andy Ruiz taking care of the task at hand, I believe, which is Deontay Wilder. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's finalized yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's,
Yeah, I hope that fight happens, man. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think if Andy Ruiz Jr. gets past Wilder, no disrespect, Andy Ruiz Jr., if you watching this, I love you, my Mexican brother, but Wilder is going to knock you out. I'm sorry. I got to be honest, though. I got to tell the truth. Andy Ruiz Jr. has a chance to win, though. I mean, he has a chance to win if he can take Wilder hardest punches, and if he, fast hands. He's a dangerous boxer puncher. Get on the inside, slip past them counter right hands, slip past the little lazy jab. You know what I'm saying? You get in there to work that body, rough them up. You know what I'm saying? Do a little bit of like a Derek Chisora, but this time you did, but when you dealing with Anthony Ruiz Jr., you're dealing with a guy that's a dangerous boxer puncher with fast hands. He ain't just no guy that could just walk you down, break you down, or beat you up with mean combinations. You know what I'm saying? He can actually outbox you. So I think cutting a little weight help him get a little, get on his toes a little bit more. But he's, but I think that Wilder's still fast enough on his feet, and to work on the outside, he's so long and have that long reach. So I think that he's going to be stand on the outside to set up the right hand, and maybe be trying to catch Anthony Ruiz Jr. coming in. Kind of like he was doing, like he did, kind of like Chris Arreola did when they fought. Kind of a little bit how Louis King Kong Ortiz, even though that was somewhat of a competitive fight, but I think the Ruiz ended up making the adjustments, and he ended up beating him up. But a lot of people what they're gonna say about that fight, the age gap and all that there, and
Yeah, that's what worries me about Ruiz is the fact that Chris Arreola was able to, knock him down and had him in bad shape. So I'm like, what's gonna happen when Wilder hits him?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. I don't think he felt AJ power, which hey, that's some power. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's some power. He felt AJ power, but yeah. I think I gotta be honest, man. I think that Wilder power is slightly a little different. You know what I'm saying? Slightly a little different, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think taking you can't afford to take too many good shots coming from Wilder, but if Anthony Ruiz Jr. can take Wilder's best shots, kind of like another big fighter. But he went down a couple of times, even Fury at 6'9", 270 plus pounds, went down, and he's bigger.
Yeah.
Went down against Deontay Wilder. You better best believe that Anthony Ruiz Jr. getting hit with the right shot is going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Or get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But I know that he knows that he got to be smart against a dangerous puncher like Wilder. I think he knows that he has to be smart. And I know he can be a smart fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think that maybe keep a little size, but maybe become a little bit more muscular, because I believe even with the muscle mass, he still has the hand speed.
Yeah.
Because even look how big he is now, he's still fast.
Yeah, that dude is real fast. and the thing that's dangerous about Ruiz is he throws combinations. He don't just 1-2. He'll go to your body and come up. So if he throws combos, that confuses a lot of heavyweights, and they almost pause like a deer in headlights. Like, oh shoot, like they don't know where to block because he's coming. Yeah. They don't know where it's coming from, like Mike Tyson used to do. So if Ruiz goes in there and goes to Wilder's body and comes up top, and if he can take his punch, it's going to be a long night. I don't think he'll knock Deontay out, but I think it would be a long night for Deontay if Ruiz.
I disagree with you. Even though I got Wilder winning that fight, and Ruiz Jr. has the power to knock out Wilder, bro.
Yes, you think he can stop him?
Yeah, I think if he can knock, and Wilder, not saying that Wilder don't have a good chin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, it's any shot on the temple, the chin, jaw, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Them shots coming from Anthony Ruiz Jr. is going to hurt. And he got some power coming behind them shots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got some power coming behind them shots. You know what I'm saying? And
to your point,
so if he can go in and kind of take a little bit of the out of the Derek Chisora book, mix with a little bit of Tyson, get on that inside and rough him up, make it a somewhat of an ugly fight, but get on that inside, beat the body up, body head, boom, 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 body head. That's how he gonna have to push Wilder back, just like Fury did in the second fight.
Right.
In their second fight, he gonna have to push Wilder back. That's the game plan. That would be not some at times box, but that would need to be the game plan. You know what I'm saying? You can't let Wilder stay on the outside. Wilder gonna be catching him on the outside.
Yeah, don't stay on the outside.
He's a taller, longer fighter, bro. And with punching power. That's dangerous. Can't let him stay on the outside. You gotta press the attack, cut that ring off.
I noticed dudes too, like even back to my favorite fighter, Lennox Lewis, when they fight dudes that's around 6'2", they seem to have a problem with it. I don't know if because their right hand is right in a line with their chin, but every time Lewis lost, which was only twice, the guy was 6'2". And when Joshua lost to Ruiz, Ruiz was around 6'2", 6'3". So, like you're saying, he probably could stop Wilder because he's at that same kind of that height level. They seem to have problems with. It's almost like that's a bad height for dudes around 6'5". I don't know what it is about that height.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, bro. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That Andy Ruiz Jr. is actually a little taller than Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was like
Yeah,
Mike Tyson height documented was 5'5", 10.5.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Andy Ruiz Jr. is like 6'1" or something like that.
I've,
6'2" or
I've
something
even
like that.
seen Mike Tyson listed at 6 feet. I was like, I don't think Mike is 6 feet.
No, not long. A while back, I still was like the same height. Not back in when I seen him in New York. I
Oh,
I,
yeah,
I
you
can
met him, right?
yeah, I can tell that I had like I can tell that I had like an inch and a half over him. You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah,
6 feet. He's every bit about like 5'10" and a half. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's what
I
I
can
thought.
tell that I had like an inch and a half over Mike. You know what I'm saying? At 6 feet.
Right.
Because I think because you're 5'10" and a half, and then you got half a 10 and then 11 and then 12. So that's kind of
Yeah,
like, yeah. So that's like 2.5 inches. Yeah, I can tell that I had that over him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And so, but yeah, it was like neck and neck though. It wasn't no big difference. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I know with Andy, he's like 6'1", 6'2" or something like that. You know, maybe he
Right.
comes in at 6'1.5" or something like that. Let me get to these comments real quick, General.
Okay.
Aries Love said to answer the question, yes, boxing was big in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s because the fighters being protected, aka the best don't fight the best. It started to go downhill, slowly coming back. Hey man, the thing is that it can change. At least some fights. There's some fights that we don't get, and some fights we might get late. But we gotta stop doing that, man. We gotta appreciate the fights that we can get. And if it is two of the best guys going at it, we got to be thankful for that. Just like we got Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. That's two of the best at 168 going at it. We got to be thankful of fights like that. But I hear what you're saying, Aries Love. I hear what you're saying, my great brother, and I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? I feel your pain on that. But we got to appreciate the great fights we have been getting. We got to appreciate the best fight, the best fight, the best. Whether it's coming from strawweight, flyweight, bantam weight, from the little guys to the welters, to the middles, to the middleweights, to the light heavyweights, all the way to the heavyweights. We got to appreciate the great fights we have been getting. You know what I'm saying? So we got to appreciate that. Yes, fights that we want to see. Yes, fights that needs to take place. Yeah, we know that we got fighters and they got their advisors, they got their handlers, they got their managers, they got their promoters, they got their co-promoters, they got people that pretty much dictate their career or make smart business moves, help them make smart business moves that pretty much have them programmed that we got to go in this direction, we got to go in that direction. Hey, wait for this fight. We gonna sit back and wait. Let this fight get bigger. You just got to keep winning. You just got to keep winning. Fight these certain fighters. Wait on that fight because that fight gonna be bigger in 2 or 3 years. But the fighters can be like 37 years old, 38 years old, or 40 years old, and we gotta wait to get the fight. You know what I'm saying? How much longer we gotta wait? No, but we ain't going for that. So Aries Love, I feel your pain. We want the best fight, the best. That's why this community, I got love and respect for everybody in this community because we pushing. It's a lot of us that are really true boxing fans that be pushing for these great fights, that be pushing for the best fight, the best. We was pushing for David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant, and now we getting it. You know what I'm saying? Now we getting it. You know what I'm saying? And that at light heavyweight, we pushing for the Dimitri Bivol. You know, he could be fighting Canelo, but guess what? After Canelo, I know for a fact that he's going to be going after the winner of Anthony Yarde and Arthur Beterbiev. I know he's going to be pushing for that fight because he's willing to fight the best. You saying that these guys are ducking, that these guys are afraid to fight? Hey man, Dimitri Bivol ain't cut from that cloth. I'm sorry. I can't agree with you on that. Dimitri Bivol gonna fight the best, just like Arthur Beterbiev gonna fight the best, and even respect to Anthony Yarde, willing to fight the best. Joe Smith was willing to step in there with Anthony Yarde, not Anthony Yarde, but was willing to step in there with Arthur Beterbiev and fight the best. Even Marcus Brown, win or lose, was willing to step in there and fight the best. So we gotta respect them guys that's willing to step in the ring and fight the best. I don't care how dangerous they is. Fighters gotta believe in themselves. Fighters gotta believe in their skills. Fighters gotta believe in their abilities. Fighters gotta believe that they have what it takes to beat this man. Fighters gotta have that confidence. Fighters can't go in there with that coward mentality. No disrespect to no fighter, because I got love and respect for every fighter. But they gotta have that warrior mentality. They gotta have that warrior mindset. They gotta have that warrior mentality. They gotta have that gladiator spirit. And they gotta go in there and know that they having that confidence, knowing that they can beat this guy. Because when you got two fighters that's willing to step in that ring and fight each other and prove that they can beat each other, one winner, it's only one winner, maybe a draw, split decision, a majority decision, knockout, or technical knockout, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But one fighter is going to know that he can beat the other. And just like the other fighter believe he can beat the other. So when you got fighters that have that confidence, that got that mentality, you're going to get great fights. Now, the thing is, I want the best to fight the best. We know who's in the way of the best fighting the best. I explained this so many times. I explained this so many times on why we can't get the best fight the best at times. You know what I'm saying? Not saying fighters don't have say so, but I know that they're handlers and a lot of people that's over these fighters dictating the pace. You know what I'm saying? Guiding them, that has them programmed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, we make this move. We make that move. We make this move. Guess what? They paying the fighters. The fighters ain't paying themselves. So guess what? What they going to do, J. Roos? They're going to be like, okay, yeah, we got to go this route because, okay, this makes sense. Oh, we got to go this route because they paying us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we earned this money. Yeah, we prize fighters. Yeah, but
you know what, though? I think fighters hide behind that because Lennox Lewis said, you know what? When I wanted to fight Mike Tyson Holyfield, I told him, make it happen. I think fighters hide behind that, all of them, my promoter and all. At the end of the day, the fighter's really paying them. Like you don't, boxing is not like the NFL where your owners tell you, like, you know, you'll come to practice at 3. I think fighters hide behind all that. I think if the fighter really wants to fight, I think it'll happen.
I agree with you to a certain extent, but you got investors, you got networks, and all this that
networks, that could be a problem.
That guarantee these fighters a certain amount. That guarantee these fighters that work with the promoters, that work these investors, that work with the promotional companies, that work with the advisors, that work with the handlers, the co-promoters, the managers, and all that. You know, the networks work with these guys, and all the men in suit work together. You know what I'm saying? They're in this business together, and you know what they all about. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a fighter can have say so, but if he tied to a promotional company, you know what I'm saying? It can, you know, he's tied to a contract. If he is his own promoter, yeah, he makes his own moves. If he is his own boss, he go, why Tank had to leave Floyd? Why Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to leave Bob Arum? Huh? Why these fighters had to leave Terrence Crawford? They couldn't offer him Bob Arum, couldn't offer him Spence. He had to cross the street to get Spence. He had to go over to PBC, and they tried to screw him. And even fighters was telling you that none of these deals, what they was offering this man, they were trying to do him dirty. You know what I'm saying? But no disrespect to Canelo. Canelo go over there, and guess what? Ain't no problem. He gets his money. He get a guarantee. He get what he looking for. But it's a problem with Crawford. You know, and no disrespect to no fighter, but I'm gonna state the facts and I'm gonna keep it real and I'm gonna tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, fighters have say so when they their own boss. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they got handlers and people paying them and people setting up these fights for them, and they tied to a contract, they ain't in control of nothing. Now they have say so when they get to a certain level, when they have certain power to be able to dictate the pace like a Devin Haney and co-promotion with certain networks. They have that power. But until then, you tied to a promotional company and you tied to a contract, unless you get out of that contract and make enough money to buy yourself out of that contract, or get an attorney, or get a lawyer to buy it to fight against and get yourself out of that contract, you are stuck to that promotional company. You are stuck. You're not your own boss. You know what I'm saying? And I feel what you're saying though, J. Roos, and I agree with you to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of guys even back in the old days, you know what I'm saying, that most definitely was pretty much in a way calling, you know, can do what they want to do and get the fights that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? But we know that sometimes this is people a little bigger than them, a little over their head. You know what I'm saying? That can sometimes step in the way. You know what I'm saying? But now today is just that's the part of boxing that I hate. You know what I'm saying? The politics and the business side of boxing. That's the part that I hate. Let's get to this chat, man. Let's get to this chat. Yeah, y'all see us, me, my big brother J. Roos Theory in the building. Y'all see we talking this boxing and we cooking. Hey, Art Samson said, would Joyce beat Anna Ruiz? I don't know. I'm gonna get back to that question. That's gonna be a good fight. I would love to see that. We're gonna talk about that one though. Adori Penner said there's a lot much more better qualities of heavyweights now than the Klitschko era. Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel you most definitely on that. I feel you on that. Brian Guzman says Bud Porter. Absolutely. Bud Porter. That's a great fight to bring up. Yeah, and that's fighters fighting each other from different sides of the streets coming together, right? Yeah, one fighter went over to the other side, and then guess what? He dared to be great. He went up against one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world, and he's also one of the best fighters in the world. I don't care what nobody say, but he crossed that street, and we got a very entertaining fight. Yeah, he ended up getting stopped, but guess what? He took that risk, and guess what? Was it any problems making that fight, Jay Roos, with Sean Porter and Bud Crawford? Well, was no problems at all making that fight. No problem. And there's no problem making any fight if both can come together, both teams can come together and make sure that the fighters are treated fairly and get what they deserve. And get treated fairly and make sure negotiations go according to plan and give the fighters what they deserve. You know what I'm saying?
I think Mike Tyson said it best when he had Ryan Garcia on his podcast. He said, when you guys don't make the fights happen, he's like, dude, you're taking money, you're taking food out of my family's mouth. We should be trying to help each other eat. You should want to fight me enough to talk to your people, and I should want to fight enough to talk to my people. It's like, we're both suffering by not making the fights happen. Like, we should all be eating together, you know. But fighters nowadays, they want to protect their O's and all that. In this Showtime or back in the day, HBO wanted to protect their fighters. It's like, that's what I'm not the biggest UFC guy, but at least Dana White makes the fight happen. The fights happen that they want to see, and it's frustrating, man.
Man, we got the family in the building. I agree with you 100%, Jay Roos. Man, we got the family in the building, man. We finna give our shout-outs to the family. You know what I'm saying? We got the family in the building, man. Ernest Terry in the building. Much love and respect to you, my great brother. You know what I'm saying? We got Ben Gunn in the building. Joyce would hurt Ruiz. Much love and respect to Ben Gunn. I see you, my great brother. Adori Pennant, I see you, my great brother. That guy is in the building, one of the generals. Much love and respect. He says ATW. Much love and respect to you, my great brother. My guy, one of the generals, one of the best in the YouTube boxing community, one of the generals, one of the best to ever do it, one of the GOATs in the YouTube boxing community, one of the best channels to ever do it, one of the best channels in the community, one of the generals, one of the kings of this community. The one and only Bruce Mother effing Vane is in the building. Bruce M.F. Vane. That's my little bro right there, man. That's my little bro. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. If you're not subscribed to Major Key Boxing, go. I see my brother Major Key Boxing in the building as well. Lisa Bell, the queen of the community, is in the building. Much love and respect to Lisa Bells and TW and chat. Much love and respect to one of the queens of the UK Army, Tucker Army, the J. Roos Theory, NWJ, and one in the boxing, in the entire boxing community, one of the kings, one of the most respected. You know what I'm saying? And she knows her boxing, just like all of us do. We know our boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Brendan Smith is in the building. Much love and respect. Brendan Smith is in the building. I see you, my brother. Much love and respect. You know what I'm saying? We got my brother Leonardo Morales is in the building. He says can't sleep on Garcia. People haven't seen much of him. No, you cannot sleep on Garcia. And I'm gonna get into the reason why you can't sleep on Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the reason why you can't sleep on Garcia. We're gonna break it down. Hey, General, you already know what time it is. We're gonna break that down. You know what I'm saying? Lisa Bell's in the building. She says, give the brother his flowers. Much love and respect, Queen. You know what I'm saying? My brother Andre in the building. He said, who do y'all favor in the Benavidez plant fight? Don't worry, we gonna talk about that. We gonna get into that. Trust me, we gonna get into that, my great brother Andre. You know what I'm saying? Andre says speeds kill. Let me see. Lisa Bell said, Major Key, my brother. Much love and respect to Major Key. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Major Key Boxing. If you're not subscribed to Bruce M.F. Vane, go subscribe to my little bro. Go subscribe to my big bro, Major Key Boxing. Go subscribe to one of the generals, my big brother from another mother, the J. Roos Theory. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. I'm gonna leave the link to the channels in the description below. I got to do that, man, because I got love and respect for everybody in this chat. And of course, my big brother that's on this panel. Much love and respect, man. This brother, man, is a blessing. You know, all of y'all are a blessing to me. I appreciate every single one of y'all. But outside of YouTube, and a lot of y'all, Lisa, Bruce, I talked to a lot of y'all. All of y'all are family, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are family. A lot of y'all I talk to outside of YouTube and got a relationship with you guys outside of YouTube. But hey, all of y'all my family, man. Sly Tendencies, I see you, my brother. Major Key Boxing, all of y'all are family, man. Y'all are more than welcome to join the panel. If y'all want to cook boxing, and join me and my big bro, the J. Roos Theory, I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because we got, let me see what time it is. We got like 30 minutes left. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. So if y'all want to hop on and y'all want to talk boxing, y'all more than welcome. We got 30 minutes left. Lisa Bell's giving the general a shout out, the J. Roos Theory. Lisa Bells.
Thank you. Appreciate you tuning in. Much love and respect as always.
Yeah, most definitely. Leonardo Morales says Garcia has power, speed, and ring generalship. Yeah, absolutely, bro. I agree with you 100%. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you 100% on that. You know what I'm saying? Lisa, what's good, mama? From my brother Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but everybody in the building, man. So we gonna cook. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I ain't miss nobody, man. Aries love, I got you, my brother. I see you. And make sure I ain't miss nobody. Much love and respect to all the kings and queens in the chat, man. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys for joining me. Much love and respect to every single one of you guys. But we finna cook, man. Now, when it comes to Ryan Garcia, we'll start on Ryan Garcia, even though I didn't put that in the title, even though that wasn't the topic. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan Garcia, you know, they haven't seen the best of Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? They haven't. You know, I don't think they have seen, you know, what he's capable of when he was in the amateurs, when he was going up against certain fighters like a Devin Haney. And I think they like 3-3. I think Devin won 3. I think Ryan Garcia won 3. Devin won 3, Ryan won 3. I think they 3-3, something like that. So, you know, to beat a pure boxer like that, and Ryan, he's a pure boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying? He's not just walk you down, be front foot dominant, similarities to a Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Not be front foot dominant, walk you down and have speed and power. He can actually move. He can use his footwork when he wants to. He can work angles. He can pivot. And if I'm not mistaken, he showed you that against Javier Fortuna. You know what I'm saying? But we know going up against a master boxer like Gervonta Tank Davis, you got to be ready. You got to be prepared. And I think it's going to be a great fight stylistically. I think both fighters are going to challenge each other. Both fighters are going to push each other. And I think Tank even said that's not no pushover. I mean, Ryan's no pushover. That is not an easy fight. Ryan is going to come to fight. He's tall. He got long reach. He's tall. He's fast. He's strong. And he got punching power. This is coming from Gervonta Tank Davis. So the boxing fans can say one thing, but the fighter is telling you something different. You know, and I know they just respect each other. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? They may feel they might have something against each other, but no, these fighters behind the scene really got love and respect for each other. They respect what each other do. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a great fight. And I'm gonna get back onto that. I'm gonna get back on that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But General, I just want to know. I want to know who you think. Do you think Caleb Plant has a chance to beat David Benavidez? Now, before you answer, I think stylistically, this is going to be an epic battle. I'm talking about a chess match that turns into a war that turns right back into a chess match. I say, I'm gonna repeat that. I know you like that, General. I know you like that, big bro. Yeah, I think David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. Trust me, this is what I see. David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant will be a chess match that turns into an epic battle, that turns into a war, that becomes a chess match again, and then later on becomes a war. Now, General, who you think wins that fight? You got the flow.
I couldn't have said it any better. That's the way I see it happening. I mean, I think Caleb Plant is going to be on his wheels, moving around, you know, trying to fill him out, you know, just occasionally throwing the pot shots. But I don't think he gets stopped, but I think he'll get knocked down a couple times. I don't see Caleb winning this. I just don't. I see him doing too much boxing while the other guy is trying to knock his head off, which isn't always a great game plan, just trying to go in there and headhunt. But I think if he lands something flush on Caleb, he's gonna really feel it. I think he's gonna feel it, and he might get flashbacks from the Canelo fight, So I don't think Plant's gonna win, but I think he's gonna have some dangerous moments where he's getting up off the canvas. He's gonna definitely have to fight almost a near perfect fight.
Okay. Hey. So you feel that David Benavidez stops Caleb Plant via technical knockout or knockout?
If he stops him, I think it'll be TKO if he stops him.
And you kind of explained a little bit. I mean, you kind of really explained it. But why you feel like it's going to be a TKO coming from David Benavidez? It kind of explain that though. Again,
I think he's just a strong guy, and it's kind of hard to guys like that kind of wear you down, because the constant pressure that weighs on your mind too, because you're like, man, like this dude won't get up off me. Like I'm moving, I'm dancing, I'm bobbing and weaving, and this dude ain't like he's still coming at me. I think that wears you out. And then when he connects with something solid on your chin, it's like your mind is like, oh man, I'm done. I got nothing left. So I think that's what might happen. And do you think Caleb has enough in the tank to win this fight?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, you know my motto. And everybody in this chat, much love and respect to all my brothers and sisters in the chat, all the kings and queens in the chat. Y'all know my motto. Styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? I know that David Benavidez, y'all know I'm gonna be very passionate when I explain this. David Benavidez is a monster. He can walk you down. He can get on his toes when he wants to. He can box when he wants to. He sits down on his punches. He's a machine. He hits hard. He's a dangerous, technically sound, technical brawler / boxer puncher. And he has the hand speed. He has the power. He's a counter puncher. He's very good at mixing up his attack, going to the body, going to the head, and comes fast. And not just the hand speed and the power, but he also has great timing. You know what I mean? He's a very, very accurate puncher. Very, very accurate. He don't like to miss his target. So with that being said, and don't worry, I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. Because I know y'all got something to say. But with that being said, Caleb Plant got a major chip on his shoulder. Now, they have a common opponent, Anthony Durrell, which one of my favorite super middleweights, which one of my favorite super middleweights. Very tough fighter, dangerous boxer puncher, and Andre Durrell. They both stopped Andre Durrell. They both stopped him. And I know style makes fights. So just because one fighter did it this way and the fighter did it another way doesn't mean that a fighter can do what he did against this fighter. It could be different because of styles, right? So Caleb Plant got a big chip on his shoulder, but he has a beautiful jab that can allow him to escape situations, right? Going up against a pound-for-pound fighter like Canelo Alvarez and winning rounds, right? And winning rounds against Canelo, slightly outboxing him until Canelo made the adjustments, until Canelo started to apply pressure and started to walk him down. Caleb, the effective aggressiveness and the pressure started to affect him a little bit. He started to mentally fatigue and physically. Okay, of course, when a fighter gets to you in a way mentally break you down, it affects you physically. So you start to fatigue, right? So he started to fatigue, and that's when Canelo came on strong. If Caleb would have never fatigued, I don't know. May could have beaten Canelo. But we know that he has a jab that can get him out of the situation, get him out of certain situation. We know that Caleb has great footwork and can work the angles. We know that Caleb Plant has very good lateral movement. We know that Caleb Plant has solid defense. We know that Caleb Plant can move his head. We know that Caleb Plant can get in, get out, and can set traps just like David, and can work the angles, can pivot, can turn, move side to side and work the angles. We know that he's a good, beautiful counterpuncher. He's a sharpshooter. We know this from Caleb Plant. And so when I do film study on these fighters based off their last performance, and I also look at them training, in their camps or whatever, preparing for the fight. As I analyze the fight, when I combine styles, when I match up styles, like I told you before, I see a very competitive fight and challenging fight for David Benavidez based on the attributes. I'm going to take that back. Based on the abilities and the skill set of a Caleb Plant, I think that the rhythm, if Caleb Plant get in a certain rhythm and can throw off David Benavidez with the footwork, working the angles, setting up the counters, of course, he going to have to move. He going to have to time his head movement, time his defense, time the block shots, parry, whatever. He going to have to time. He going to have to get in, get out, get in range, get out of range. He's going to have to time everything. He's going to have to be perfect everything he do, because he got a guy that's not just fast, but another fighter and a dangerous fighter that's a hard-hitting fighter that has very good timing. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. My thing is that Caleb Plant has very good timing, and he's also an accurate puncher. He's very good at setting traps and making adjustments. David Benavidez very good at walking you down, but he's also good at making adjustments. He has hand speed. Caleb Plant has hand speed. I don't know if people knew this or not. Caleb Plant has hand speed. Not just great timing, but he has hand speed. So he has a big chip on his shoulder. When we last seen Caleb Plant, he knocked out Andre Durrell in a way that David Benavidez didn't do it. He knocked him out, put him to sleep, set him up. And David Benavidez is known as the big puncher. He is a big puncher. But Caleb Plant, when he sits down on his shots, he can hit you on the temple or the chin. And it's the shot that you don't see coming that can hurt you. I think when he sits down on his shots, not on his toes, but when he sits down, flat-footed, sits down on his shots, he can hurt you with a shot you don't see coming. David Benavidez can't make certain mistakes against Caleb Plant. He's a different fighter. He's a different fighter. Just like Caleb Plant can't make certain mistakes against David. He can't make no mistakes at all against David Benavidez. I think it's the same for the other fighter. Yes, I see a technical knockout, for David Benavidez, maybe round 9. I say probably 9 or 10. It's going to be a competitive fight up until the stoppage. But I would not be surprised if Caleb Plant was to pull off an upset and win a unanimous decision, displaying some beautiful boxing in a very competitive fight against David Benavidez. I would not be surprised at all. His only defeat was against Canelo Alvarez, a fight that he could have very well won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But came up short. So he had a chip on his shoulder ever since that loss. He had a chip on his shoulder. Like, nah, bro, I'm not losing again. They looking at David Benavidez as this Mexican monster. They looking at him as this big threat. But has he ever been in the ring with a pure boxer like me? And I've gotten better. I seen him get better. I seen Caleb Plant evolve. I seen him get better in the rail fight. He got a little better. He evolved a little bit. So we know we gonna see the best version of Caleb Plant against David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't step in that ring if he feel he couldn't beat this man. He feel that he can beat this man, but maybe the boxing fans don't see it. Maybe they not really looking. They may be on the outside looking in. They may be not looking on the in. They might not be on the inside really looking. You know what I'm saying? On what he can really do. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a great fight. It's somewhat of a 50-50 fight. Something's telling me David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? By decision or late technical knockout or knockout. But I would not be surprised if Caleb Plant won by unanimous decision. Or if he won the fight 7-5, even 8 rounds to 4, could he possibly get robbed? It's a lot of things we got to take into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Or if David Benavidez clearly wants to fight, but I think he's slightly the favorite. Maybe slightly. I think he's slightly the favorite. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a great fight, man. That's what I really believe. I really believe it's going to be a great fight. Yeah. It's going to be a great fight. But I hear what you're saying, though, General. I hear exactly what you're saying.
The fight Caleb Plant just had against Darrell, I think that's the best I've seen Caleb look.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've seen him look good in quite a few fights. You know what I'm saying? But he showed me that he has become, since getting in there with elite level pound for pound fighter like Canelo, sometimes the experience of a certain style, sometimes the experience pushes a fighter, motivates a fighter, pushes a fighter, take him to a whole nother level. And I think being in there with a dangerous monster like Canelo really pushed Caleb Plant to the fact that his last fight was a stoppage, was a knockout, actually, brutal knockout. You know what I'm saying?
Like, to piggyback on what you said, look how great Canelo became after he fought Floyd. He lost that fight, but he improved his skills.
Oh, man, you dropping gems, bro. Hey, big bro, that's facts. Canelo said, I ain't losing no more fights. He said, Floyd is different. He said, but if I can get in there and compete with a Floyd Mayweather Jr., I can compete with the rest of these guys, no problem, hands down. Until he came up against a guy with a lot of amateur wins that won a couple of games. You know what I'm saying? Had seen so many different styles, had that pedigree, and Canelo came up short. He came to fight, but it just wasn't enough to beat the very skilled, fundamentally sound Dimitri Bivol. You know what I'm saying? So those certain styles are very difficult to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You have to be prepared. You can't overlook. And I know Canelo wasn't overlooking him. I know he wasn't overlooking him. He just felt that he could just walk him down, you know, beat the body up, head up, body up, stop him, you know, like he did Caleb Plant, like he did Billy Joe Saunders, break his face, like Canelo like, I broke his face. I broke his face. Like Canelo said, he broke his face. So he believed in breaking reels, breaking jaws, breaking faces. So, you know, the Mexican monster is a problem. He's a threat. And I know that Caleb gonna come to fight. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be very competitive. You know what I'm saying? I can see an upset, even though I'm rolling with Benavidez. I can see an upset, though. I surely can. Now, I want to talk about, you know, this fight, man. I want to talk about Beterbiev and Yarde. In general, I know you're gonna keep it straight. I know you're gonna keep it straight with me. I know you're gonna keep it real. Hold on, let's get to the chat. Let's get to the chat, man. We got to show our family in the chat some love, man. Ben Gunn said Klitschko versus Saunders. Hey, Big Gun, now you know that Klitschko is too big for Saunders, bro. Hey, Leonardo Morales says, he said, didn't say lucky punch. I said lucky shot. Plant can fight and has plenty of skills, but Benavidez is a different beast. Yeah, I feel you. But I don't think you see. I think you're gonna see the best version of Plant, though. You know, Benavidez is a monster. Heck yeah, he is. He's a Mexican monster. Like Tyson say, when are you is you gonna fight the Mexican monster? He was coming at Chalo. Is you gonna fight the Mexican? Call names, man. Call names. Is you gonna fight the Mexican monster? Tyson was coming at. He was pressing Chalo. Is you gonna fight Benavidez, bro? Is you gonna fight the Mexican monster, bro? We know your problem. We know your threat, but don't say he can't get beat though. There's certain styles he has problems against, and I think, you know, it's gonna be somewhat of a competitive. It's gonna be a competitive fight, but it's gonna be somewhat of a struggle against a pure boxer like Caleb Plant. It's gonna be somewhat of a struggle because at times he like to get flat-footed. He like to set up. He like to sit down on his shots. You're gonna have to be on your toes against Plant, man. You're gonna have to move with Plant. You know, so you gotta get in that rhythm. You're gonna have to move with Plant. You're gonna have to cut him off. You're gonna have to cut off that ring. You're gonna have to apply pressure. Hey, listen, if Plant moving laterally, pivoting in and out, using great footwork, working off the jab, setting up the counters, you know what I'm saying? Listen, he gonna have to cut that ring off. Caleb was a little faster on his feet than he is. And it's slightly better at working the angles. Not saying that Benavidez can't work the angles. David Benavidez is more of similarities to Canelo, but he also has the similarities he has the similarities to, like, a little bit of a Triple G, how he uses the jab to come in with set up the combinations. You know what I'm saying?
And I like Caleb. I forget his name. I like Caleb Plant's trainer too. He seems like he's a student of the game. I wish I could remember his name, but I like Caleb Plant's trainer. He seems like a real solid guy.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man, most definitely. Hey, Ben Gunn says Hatton. Hatton was a monster, bro. Heck yeah. Ben Gunn says Hatton versus Costa Zoo, Tim Zoo. You talking about Tim Zoo? You talking about the son? You talking about Hatton versus the son, or you talking about Hatton versus Tim Zoo, the father? For instance, did Hatton fight Tim Zoo?
Yeah,
Hey, General, did Ricky Hatton fight Tim Zoo?
don't-
Is that what you talking about, Ben Gunn? Hold
yeah, I
on, let me
don't
see.
remember them fighting.
Lisa Bell says bread man. The Queen says bread man. Hey, Leonardo Morales says my family been in the boxing game for over 40 years. Yeah, that's a long time, man. It only been 30 years for me. Well, 30. Well, now, nah. Actually, 32 years now, because I've been watching boxing ever since I was 5 years old, and also was an amateur boxer at the age of 13 and 14 and a half. So,
And he still got hands, y'all. Do not step to Andrew. You will get handled.
Hey, Big Gun says, sorry, Andrew. I meant that Corey Sanders beat Klitschko. Oh, Corey Sanders. I'm sorry, bro. It started to come to me. I was like, is he talking about Corey Sanders? Because I was like, okay, I see. Okay, I got you, Big Gun. He says beat Klitschko. Plant can beat Benavidez. Oh yeah, he can. Most definitely he can. You know what I'm saying? I told you who I'm with Jay Roos, who we as far as the winner. I'm with my big bro as far as the winner. But yeah, Plant most definitely can win that. Plant can most definitely win the fight. Hands down, Plant can most definitely win the fight. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me make sure I ain't missed no comment. So Lisa Bells, much love and respect, Queen. Brendan Smith says that was not a lucky shot. I was at that fight. I remember you was at that fight, General. I remember you was at that fight. You was at that fight live. I remember because you came when I was doing live commentary. You popped up, on your way, I guess, leaving out the venue or leaving out the arena or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you was I forgot you was at that fight live. But nah, it wasn't no lucky shot. It was a perfectly set up shot. It was a perfectly timed shot. A perfect shot. You know what I'm saying? Perfect shot. Perfectly set up shot. You know what I'm saying? Leonardo Morales says, Caleb got lucky and caught the rail with strong shot, but he's not going to do that to Benavidez. Not saying that he is going to do that. No, I'm going to leave that up there. Not saying that he is going to do that. But all I'm saying is that the right shot, a shot you don't see coming on the temple or the jaw or the chin, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The shot you don't see coming. He can set up that shot. Benavidez might not see it coming. But who's to say that Benavidez can't get hurt when Caleb Plant sets up a power shot, flat-footed, and sets up a power shot that he can't get hit and get hurt from a shot that he don't see coming. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Benavidez is different. Benavidez is going to be smart against Plant. Just like Plant is going to be smart against Benavidez. He's not going to be looking to step in that ring to make no type of mistake or any kind of mistake against a monster like David Benavidez. Just like David Benavidez is not going to be trying to make no mistakes. He's going to do the best he can to make sure that he keep up with the pace of Caleb Plant, because I told you he's fast on his feet. He's going to make sure that he's keeping up with that pace and to walk him down, to break the body down. I know he's looking to break that body down. Hit him with head shots, mix up the attack, head, body, head, boom, work off the jab a little bit, set up the counters, use the jab to set up the combinations, work his way on the inside, go back to the outside. And I know both fighters are going to be looking to have that similar game plan. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a great fight. But I'm hearing, let me see, hold on, I think that's Jay Roos. Let me make sure that he good. Okay. I think he gonna come back. I think he probably dealing with the family. Okay, but let me see. I'm missing I'm missing some comments. Let me see. All right, so Leonardo Morales says Caleb can have all the heart in the world, but he never got hit by anyone as strong as Benavidez. But the thing is, the question is, bro, you know what I'm saying? Has Benavidez ever been in there with a slick fighter like Caleb Plant? That's the question. Like I tell you, style make fights. Not saying that Benavidez is going to win or lose, but I'm telling you, style make fights, man. And if you don't see this being a competitive fight, if you see this being a one-sided fight, I think you might need to go do your film study. Not saying that you don't know your boxing, but I think you might need to go look a little closer, and dig down a little deeper. If you think this is going to be a one-sided fight, it's not going to be no one-sided fight. I'm sorry to tell you. Caleb Plant not getting in there, and it's not going to give it to him that easy. It's not coming to lay down. He's going to come in there and display his skills, just like Benavidez is going to come in there and display his skills, walk him down and try to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be one-sided for neither fighter at all. Ben Gunn says Plant versus Benavidez would be a great indicator of how Benavidez would match up to Canelo. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%, Ben Gunn. He says Plant versus Benavidez would be a great indicator of how Benavidez would match up to Canelo. Yeah. I see where you're going with that. And I can agree with you to a certain extent. Because I tell you, style make fights, so it can be a little different. Because this is a different style. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna be a good fight. Brendan Smith says Plant has the best boxing coach in the game. Facts, Brendan Smith. That's 100% facts. That's the truth. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% the truth. You know, Leonardo Morales says Benavidez will stop Caleb Plant. Yes, he can. He can knock him out. He can stop Caleb Plant. And I told you, Leonardo Morales, that I see Caleb Plant, and I see David Benavidez winning by 9th or 10th round technical knockout or knockout. But I would not be surprised if Caleb Plant was to win by a unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised at all if Caleb Plant is just going to be a competitive fight. It's not easy for David Benavidez like you think it's easy for him. You know what I'm saying? You just can't look at one fighter and think one fighter is going to do all the fighting. No, the other fighter is going to come to fight too. So when you got two fighters that's going to come to fight, that's going to display their skills, that's going to go in there and give it their all, not coming to lay down, coming in to make a statement, coming in to fight, prove that they're great, that's when you're going to get an epic battle. That's when you're going to get a great fight. And that's when you're going to get a chess match that turns into a war, that turns back into a chess match, that ends up turning into a war again. Somebody may get stopped or it might go 12. You know, via draw, via unanimous decision, split decision, majority decision, however. You know what I'm saying? I feel a technical knockout. I feel a knockout coming from David Benavidez, to be honest with you. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Leonardo Morales says too strong and big. Caleb Plant ain't no small 168 pounder, bro. David Benavidez is the big strong 168. Caleb Plant ain't no small 168. He's a strong 168 too. I think you might need to pay attention, bro. Look at his frame. He's a big, strong 168. Not just David Benavidez. They both are big and strong 168s. One might slightly hit harder than the other, but don't be surprised if the other that you feel that doesn't have the power of the other end up stopping the one that has the power. You know what I'm saying? It could be accumulation or it could be a shot you don't see coming. I got David, but it's going to be a great fight. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, so we almost at that time, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to everybody in the chat. Bruce M.F. Vane said, facts, bro. Bruce M.F. Vane says, fire. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to y'all, man. Much love and respect. Hold on. Let me mute real quick. I'm going to play a little music. I'm going to be right back. Let me see. Let me check on J. Roos Theory, make sure he can get back on, because we finna get ready. I'm finna get ready to end this live in a few minutes. So let me play some music and I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all give me a few minutes. Or give me a minute or two. Yeah, I got you on the little link. So, we got 10 more minutes before we wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me see your let me see your little link, man. All right, y'all, I'm back. Get the J Roos got to come on back this last 8 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we about to get into this talk, Beterbiev versus Yarde, though, real quick before I end this live. But much love and respect to, man, all the kings and queens in the chat, man. I love every single one of y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining me live. I know I ain't been going live a lot lately. You know, it's been, family emergency and death in the family, baby brother murdered and all that, dealing with family and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and just been working and taking care of family. So, but I'm back on the scene, man. YouTube took me out the partner program, but guess what? We gonna still be talking boxing, still working, because it's just the love and respect I have for you guys, for the boxing fans, for you guys, for my brothers and sisters in this chat, man. Contribution that you guys put into this sport, put into this community. I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Love every single one of you guys, man. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even still be doing YouTube, how they came against me and tried to stop me, shadow ban me, keep me from growing when I was growing so fast. And I do it because I love the sport of boxing. I do it because we do it. You know what I'm saying? Because we love the sport of boxing. We got love and respect for these fighters. We do it because boxing is our #1 sport. Because we appreciate the sport. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate the warriors that step in the ring. And we appreciate you true boxing fans, hardcore boxing fans that's in this chat. You know what I'm saying? That's in this chat right now. All my brothers and sisters, all the kings and queens of this community, the real boxing fans is in this chat. It's in the chat right now. And I love every single one of you guys, including my big brother, another one of my big brothers, and one of the generals of the YouTube boxing community, the big Jay. He's also one of the reasons why I keep fighting, why I stay focused, why I keep going strong. He motivate me. It was times I was like, big bro, man, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like, nah, man, come on, man, you gotta know, man. That's not who you are. That's not who you are. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep pushing. This community needs you. You know what I'm saying? But we need y'all. Just like we need the J. Roos theory. Just like we need all of y'all. Lisa Bells, all of y'all. Major Key Boxing, Bruce MF Vane. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all, Dory Pennant, all y'all. We need all y'all in this community. That's what makes this community strong. That's what makes this boxing community strong. We push for the fights we want to see. We go crazy. And we get on these fighters, we get on the man in suit, we get on the handlers, we get on the networks, we get on the sanctioned bodies, we get on everybody. The foundation of boxing, we get on them to make sure we get the fights we want to see. Let me cut this music. We get on them, man, because we real boxing fans. But over here, we got love and respect for every fighter that step in that ring. We ain't tearing no fighter down. We ain't coming against no fighter. We just want the best to fight the best. You know what I'm saying? We want the best to fight the best. We know who's in the way sometimes. Sometimes we get on them. We go at them. And sometimes end up landing interviews to talk about it. And be straightforward, like letting them know, hey, man, this is what needs to be going on. This is what needs to go on. You know what I'm saying? So, but, man, I appreciate every single one of you guys. But before we end this, man, before we end this, you know what I'm saying? Although I still got some of my brothers that just joined us. D Young said, what's good, Tuck? Hold your head up, bro. I'm dealing with a loss too. Much love. Hey, D Young, sorry for your loss, man. Hey, prayers. And we praying for your family. Prayers go out to you and your family, entire family. Blessings to your family. I pray that God give you peace, love, joy, happiness, strength, and comfort, brother. So that's what we pray. You know what I'm saying? And much love and respect to you, bro. Sorry for your loss. I know what you're going through. I know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Kano got balls. Much love and respect to you, little bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for joining me, man. Thank you for coming through and showing love, bro. Appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Kano Got Balls. Other than the J. Roos Theory, he's another talented artist and also one of the best to do it. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely go subscribe to his channel. He's a dope rapper. He's my business. Other than J. Roos Theory, he's also another one of my business partners. And as far as when it comes to production and music, and that's my little brother as well. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So support him. He's a dope producer, a dope artist, engineer, music engineer, also a good gaming content creator. Go subscribe to Kano's Gaming, the Gamer Section podcast. Go subscribe to the Gamer Section, the Honest Gamer, all those channels. Love to respect to you, little bro. And Leonardo Morales says also the knockout ratio in the division, one fights in can tell you if that person's power can follow them up to bigger weight classes, and if they can adapt and be successful. Yeah, but I think both of these fighters, I get what you're saying, but I think both of those fighters can make the adjustments. Both of those fighters can adapt. Both of those fighters are big 168 pounders, and both of those fighters can hurt each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we will favor the slightly bigger puncher to hurt, the per boxer. You know what I'm saying? But can we honestly say that Caleb Plant is a per boxer puncher? Because he can punch when he wants. He can punch. If he sits down on his shots, he can punch too. You know what I'm saying? His last fight was a knockout. As against an experienced veteran that he could have lost. Could have lost that fight. But he dig down deep, showed good boxing, and knocked him out. And this is a fighter that Benavidez barely could knock out, but he got the win. And he did it in a good way. But it went in the dominating fashion like Caleb Plant did. You know what I'm saying? But his win, majority of his wins are knockouts. He's a killer. He's a monster. The Mexican monster, you can't take lightly. You got to be on your A game against the Mexican monster. Just like you got to be on your A game and at your best against Caleb Plant. Now, the thing is, before we end off with that topic, his conditioning has gotten better because that was the issue in the Canelo fight. Slightly the problem, but not taking away from Canelo having that mental pressure, breaking him mentally, which allows him to fatigue physically, and comes on with the making the adjustments, comes on strong to break him down and stop him. But can Benavidez do the same thing? Is Benavidez a Canelo? Can he do the same thing? Can he? You know what I'm saying? Will it be a little difficult for him than it was versus Canelo? Will it be a little difficult for him? We gonna find out. We gonna see. But boxing is full of surprises. You never know what you're gonna get into two fighters in the ring. You never know. Upsets, I love them. You know what? But we putting for Benavidez. But like I told you, an upset can happen. So if it does happen, I might be the first. I might not be the last. It can happen. But it's a great fight. We rolling. I'm with the J. Roos. And I'm with a lot of you guys. Some of you guys got Plant. I know why you guys got Plant. Most of you guys got Benavidez. I know why. just like me and the J. Roos. We know why you guys got him. You know what I'm saying? But will he be in a competitive, tough fight? A very challenging fight? Yes, he will. And you guys gonna see what I'm talking about. And we're gonna leave that alone. Respect everybody's opinion. It's gonna be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? UD, a technical knockout. Win or lose, I think this gonna make both fighters just as tougher, just as better, and just as much more of a threat. Much more of a threat.
And let's not forget that upsets are good for the sport. You know, you might be sad, you know, that maybe your favorite fighter loses, but upsets draw people to the sport. Look how many people became interested in boxing when Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, a guy that didn't look the part, but came in and handled business. Look how many people were drawn in. They made a whole documentary about it. So upsets are good for the sport. You know, it's hard on the fans, but it's good for the sport.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree 100%, General. That was beautifully said, and I agree 100%, man. It's very good for the sport. Sometimes it can make or break a fighter, but normally, a high percentage of the time, it makes a fighter better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Makes him go and reevaluate. It makes him go back to the drawing board and fix and work on and perfect his craft even further. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Before we end this, General, because we got like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Who you got winning against Beterbiev and Yarde, man? Who you got winning? Your honest assessment, real quick. Who you think is gonna really take that win, bro? And how you see that fight playing out, bro? How you see that fight playing out?
I think Yarde's gonna get stopped. Yeah, I think Yarde's gonna get stopped around 7.
I be who I be. He's an AT and J. Roos salute players. Hey, much love, respect to our little bro, man. Salute, champ.
You know, Yarde's in great shape, but I think he's gonna get stopped, man. I think he might be in over his head right here.
Oh, man. To be honest with you, bro, Beterbiev is a monster, bro.
Absolutely.
He is a real life Terminator. If the power shots coming from Yarde doesn't do anything and he walks straight through them shots, he's going to break him like he did Joe Smith. He's going to break him.
Absolutely.
Like he did Joe Smith. He's going to break him. You know what I'm saying?
And I think he will walk through his shots. I think he will walk through
them. But Yarde got a little monster in him. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
And I think unleashing that monster is going to get him. It's going to lead to a Beterbiev technical knockout. Or
right.
That monster, when he unleash, he's going to leave himself open. He's going to get hit with a lot of certain bits. He's going to get hit with certain shots.
Yeah.
And I think that Beterbiev, the smart fighter he is, the ring generalship he has, the ring IQ he has, and the dangerous technical brawler / boxer puncher that he is, I think he's good at forcing fighters to fall into his trap.
Absolutely.
And when you fall into his trap, you're done. Because he's not going to take any time. He's not going to waste any time beating you down and breaking you down.
Right.
He's good at beating you up, breaking you down, and after he break you down, he stops you. But I feel Yarde is going to make it challenging in a way. Why? Because I think that Yarde has this type of style that win or lose, he's going to give it his all and be aggressive, but I think he knows that he has to be smart. But I think I said this earlier in the final presser when they did the final presser for the fighters earlier. I said what wins this fight is skills, power, and conditioning. Do you agree with that, General?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you're not conditioned, like I say, boxing is almost like running a marathon while getting punched. If you got no stamina, it's gonna be rough because you'll be gasping for air, and once your oxygen leaves you, you're not gonna remember a game plan. You won't be able to keep your hands up. So conditioning, you got to have all that, man. Game plan, conditioning. Uh, you just got to have your wits about you. You got to have the will to win. You got to know how to impose your will. I mean, all that plays a factor, especially at this level. I mean, you have to be on your P's and Q's in every area. You can't be weak in any of those areas.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Rap star, boxing knowledge in the building, our brother from
Yo,
across the
salute,
pond.
Rap Star.
Much love and respect to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. One of our brothers, one of our great brothers, one of the UK's finest, one of the UK's own Rap Star Boxing Knowledge, one of the generals, one of the kings, other than myself and the J. Roos Theory and a lot of my other brothers in the chat, in the YouTube boxing community, one of the kings. I say all y'all. We all kings. And we also got our queens in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying?
I love the UK fans, man. I always love the UK boxing fans, man. They're true boxing fans.
Yeah. We got so much love and respect for our UK brothers, man. And we got a lot of love and respect for our brothers from all around the world.
Absolutely.
You know, the Tucker Army, we worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Ireland, Germany, everywhere. Russia, Ukraine, all of it.
Yes, sir, man. We all over, bro. And we show a lot of love and respect to everybody, man.
Hey, why have been technical difficulties, Andrew? Did you guys cover the Joshua Franklin fight yet, or no?
You mean the Dillian White?
No, Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Jermaine Franklin on April 1st. Did you guys talk about that?
Oh no. Dang. We out of time, but yeah. Joshua, I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet. Franklin is gonna be a nice little competitive, challenging fight for Joshua. It's gonna be a nice little comeback fight, based on his styles, what he can do in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But I think Joshua comes in there and he slightly outboxes him, breaks him down, and he gonna knock him out.
Oh, you predict a knockout?
Yeah, Joshua gonna knock Franklin out, bro.
I think it's going to be like a split decision only because of Franklin's toughness. That's the only thing. I think he's a very durable guy that can give you a little bit of a problem. I think Joshua will win, but I don't think he stops him. But you could be right,
Yeah, I think that it's going to be challenging and competitive because the dude is a solid boxer puncher. He's very solid. He can set up the counters. He can mix up the attack very well, and also for a guy his size. He also can move. He can move pretty. His movement is pretty okay. It's not bad. Too bad. But Joshua's fast on his feet. Joshua's slightly better counter puncher, slightly the better accurate puncher, and also far more dangerous boxer puncher. And I think Joshua breaks him down in a very good competitive, nice little fight. In a very competitive, nice little fight, Joshua breaks him down and stop him. Can Franklin win? Yeah, if Joshua coming up slacking, yeah, he can. But I just think that Joshua on his A game, he ain't coming to play around. He breaks him down, stops him late, probably 8th, maybe 9th or 10th, maybe 11th.
If Joshua comes in the ring with that chip on his shoulder that he had at the end of the Usyk fight, where he kind of was irritated and was talking to the crowd, if he comes in like that, yeah, he could hurt Franklin bad.
Yeah, I agree, man. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge says Lisa Bell. Much love and respect to Lisa Bell, the queen. Rap Star, one of the generals. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Terry Harrell, one of the generals in the building. He said, S.O. fellas. Salute, fellas. And Tucker Army. What's good with you, Terry Harrell, one of the generals, my great brother. Much love and respect, man. I love every single one of y'all that's in this chat, man. All of y'all that's in this chat, all the kings and queens of the boxing community. I love every single one of you guys, man. And I respect you guys' opinion, even my co-host and my big brother, the J. Roos Theory. I respect everybody's opinion, man. And it's good to hear it coming from, different people, different boxing heads, their perspective, their point of view, how they see it, how they analyze the fights that's coming up, and how they prediction based on what they feel is going to take place, or based on the film study, or based on what they seen coming from the fighter's previous fight. You know what I'm saying? Leonardo Morales says, he says Yarde is, in my opinion, is similar to Michael Brown, and you saw what Beterbiev did. Yeah, he destroyed him. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Leonardo Morales, you right, bro. He destroyed him, bro. Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? Terry Harrell laughing out loud. He said Hearn playing games. Hey, yeah, man. I know you guys. I know that's not a fight that you guys favor. I know it's not a fight that you guys favor, but I think it's a good little comeback fight for Joshua. Hey, all the other guys are occupied, man. So, you know, I mean, it's a good little fight. You know, it's a good.
You can't sleep on Franklin, man.
Yeah, don't sleep on Franklin. Joshua gonna stop him though. You know what I'm saying?
Franklin, I thought if he had come in a little better shape against White, I think he would have done better. But you know, he didn't come in the best shape against Dillian. But when people fight AJ, they usually step their game up a little bit.
Yeah, much love and respect to Dillian White. Also, another one of my favorite heavyweights. Much love and respect to Franklin, man. He's solid. He's a solid fighter, man. Much love and respect to that warrior. It was a very competitive fight against him and Dillian White. And I'll be honest with you, some people felt he won the fight. It was close.
And that was his only loss. He had never lost.
That was his only first defeat. And some people felt he won the fight, and he won the fight against Dillian. But but at this point, you know what I'm saying? I think Joshua back on back on top of what he needs to be back on top of. And I think he beats both of them guys.
If Joshua fights Dillian again, he's gonna like really damage Dillian to the point of retirement. If they fight again, Joshua will knock Dillian out and quicker than he did the first time. That's a fact.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely, man.
He's gonna put a hurting on Dillian this time. Dillian don't want no smoke with this Joshua. He don't want it.
Man, I'm gonna just tell you, like, you get a better version. I'm gonna tell you why you get a better version of Joshua against a solid fighter, man. Against a solid fighter like Franklin. The reason why you get a better Joshua, because this guy was able to keep up and compete and win 5 rounds in the first fight. Some people may have him winning 4 rounds in the first fight. Won 4 rounds in the first fight or 5 rounds in the first fight. Clearly won 5 rounds in the second fight. Able to keep up with a pace like a Usyk. Even Tyson Fury said, keeping up with Usyk's pace could be a problem. Could be a problem. This dude tire you out. You done. You finished. This dude makes you work. He's gonna make you work a lot. He's gonna make you move a lot. Yep. If you can't keep up, you gas out, you fatigue, you're in trouble. That's what happened with Joshua. If Joshua was able to keep up with a fighter, elite level, pound for pound fighter like that, he will very well keep up with a fighter that's not fast on his feet, like a Usyk in a Franklin.
Yeah,
Joshua will be fast on his feet. Joshua's the combination, how he throws the combination, sets up the proper shots. It's slightly better. You know what I'm saying? He's a better sharpshooter, better counterpuncher. He's a more of a bigger, dangerous technical brawler, more of a bigger, dangerous boxer puncher. But Franklin has the skills. He's skilled enough to compete with Joshua, any of them guys. You know what I'm saying? He has the skill to compete with any one of them guys. Not taking that away from him, because dude's solid. Dude is really solid. But I just think that based on the eye test versus and I know style make fights versus a Dillian, and then how he would match up against a Joshua, that would be much better than he was, you know, in that fight, you know what I'm saying, versus his last fight. I just think that it's just gonna be, I just see a technical knockout. I just what I see. I just think that because both of them, Joshua gonna have to, because Franklin conditioning is not too bad. You know, he went 12 rounds with Dillian. Surprised Dillian. He went for 12 rounds a couple of times, so his conditioning was okay. Franklin conditioning was okay, but to beat a Usyk or a Joshua, your conditioning is going to have to be up to par because their conditioning is slightly a little better, and they are slightly a better fundamentally sound fighters. Slightly, you know what I'm saying? I say slightly, not by much, but slightly. And I just think that Joshua will be a smarter fighter against a caliber opponent. I just think he knows it's quite a few advantages against that type of style or against a fighter like a Franklin. I know it's a couple of advantages, but like you right, General, he don't come in there 100%. Not even if he better be at least 75, 80% mentally and physically prepared. If not, Franklin can beat him.
Because, because of those fights with Usyk, it might be that every fight from here on out is kind of, I don't want to say easy for Joshua, but he's not going to feel that same pressure that he felt against Usyk, all that moving and chasing. So he might go into these fights with an actual advantage because he's used to that now. So it might be easier for him against some of these other guys because not only did he fight Usyk and go the distance, but he did it twice. So, he lost, but still sometimes, like they say, losing is winning. So if he learned and improved, he's hooking up with a new trainer. We might have a new and improved Joshua. It depends, like you said, and I said too, how he comes in the ring. Is his mind going to be there?
Right. And I think, because I think he went with Derrick James, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, God dang, Franklin, my goodness, dog. Franklin, bro, you thought Dillian White was a handful, bro. My goodness, bro, what you got yourself into? Oh my goodness, this man got Derrick James. Oh my goodness, oh man, no, this ain't good. It ain't good. God, Lee Franklin, why take a couple of more other fights to get ready to prepare for this? Because you finna walk into a Hurricane Katrina. You finna walk into a high category whirlwind, bro.
Hurricane Joshua.
Dang, Hurricane Joshua, Hurricane Matthew, Hurricane Andrew. Bro, you finna walk into a category 5 hurricane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, this is how I see it. I mean, upset can happen though. I'm not sleeping on Franklin. Nah.
Yeah.
But he's just
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be somewhat competitive in a way. I think because Franklin is solid.
Eddie Hearn's kind of putting pressure on Joshua. He said if Joshua loses this fight, he's done. So, he's putting pressure on his guy. I don't know if he should have, even if he's thinking that, I don't know if I would have said that publicly, but that's putting kind of some undue pressure. Because if Joshua loses, it's still not over. He can still come back. I don't know that you want to tell him that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't tell my fighter, if you lose, you're over. I just don't think that was smart of Eddie Hearn to say that.
Now Terry Harrell and I feel you 100% on that, big bro. I feel you 100% on that. But Terry Harrell just said something, bro, that just can't cross my mind. Like probably a minute ago, and boom, here comes his comment. Terry Harrell says AJ should be able to stop all of them after fighting the best twice. The other fighters will be easy for Fury. Is the only treat. Fury is the only treat. Now,
that's a good point.
As far as the top guys, you got 2 threats. Y'all might not agree with me on this, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The two threats that he will have. Now he can win those fights and he can very well lose those fights. The 2 threats is Fury. No. Let me bring that back. You have 3 threats. As far as the top guys, you have 3 threats. You have Fury, you have Wilder, and you have Joe Joyce. Those are 3 threats. Those are 3 fights he can very well lose, and those are 3 fights he can very well win. You got 3 threats.
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna rock with one of the generals, Terry Harrell. AJ got them guys. He got them guys. I think the toughest fight, the toughest slightly the toughest out of the others. All of them are dangerous fights, but the toughest is Fury. It's the toughest. It's Fury.
I don't know if I pick AJ against Joyce just because of the chin factor. I don't.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell you like this, here, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this here. Listen, AJ is, and much love and respect to Joseph Parker. That's one of my favorite heavyweights too.
Yeah.
Much love and respect to Joseph Parker. And AJ ain't finna get in there and make no mistakes like a Joseph Parker, bro. I'm sorry. Joe Joyce got his hands full with a Joshua, bro. He got his hands full. That's a great fight, though. That is a great fight. I'm afraid to watch it. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Joyce is a monster, bro.
Like, Andrew, are you ready for this live commentary, bro? I was like, I don't know if I want. I watch the highlights, bro. I can't see this fight, bro. I don't want to see nobody get knocked out, bro. I don't want to see Joshua get knocked out. I don't want to see Joe Joyce get knocked out. I don't want to see nobody get hurt, bro. Somebody gonna get hurt.
I like them both, man.
And we like them both. That's the part about it. Much love and respect to Pure Road. Pure Road. He says AT, J Roos, dynamic duo is back. He says AT, J Roos, dynamic duo is back. What up, fellas? Hey, Pure Road, subscribe to my brother, my Mexican brother, our Mexican brother, Pure Road. Go subscribe. It's on the screen. Go subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go subscribe to my brother Puro, man.
Thanks for tuning in, homie.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, bro. We love you, bro. Lisa Bells, the queen, says Puro, the queen. Lisa Bells, much love and respect.
Sure.
Hey, but yeah, we finna go ahead and end this, man. Hey, I love every single one of y'all in the chat. All of you guys are our family. Me and my big brother, the J. Roos Theory. Y'all, you guys are our family. We love you guys. UK Army, Tucker Army, which is worldwide, every city, state, country, continent. We love all you guys from all around the world. UK Army, Tucker Army, Andrew Tucker World, the J. Roos Theory. You know what I'm saying? NWJ. You know, we all family, man. And the thing that makes us different is that it's nothing but love and respect over here. You know what I'm saying? We different. It's love and respect. Good boxing talk, and nothing but love and respect. And there's nothing but honor, love, and respect over here. Because we honor every single one of you guys in that chat. Just like I honor my big brother. We both honor you guys joining us live. We respect and have love for you guys, no matter where you guys are coming from. We got love and respect for every boxing fan around the world. That's what makes us different. No hate, no evil intentions, no evil heart, no cold-heartedness, no drama, no confusion, no none of that. We put God first over here on this side. Remember that.
Absolutely.
We love every single one of you guys. J. Roos Theory, my big brother. The heavy knockout king gonna knock out Tommy Fury, gonna knock out KSI. He gonna knock out all them YouTubers. He gonna knock out all them boys. They don't want to see Logan Paul. Hey, Logan Paul, you better run, boy. My boy coming. Yeah, hey, bro, Indo champ. You little
bit.
I love you.
I didn't know he was fighting Roy Jones. I just heard about that.
I love you, Indo, and you might be able to get in there and play around with Roy. But you stepping there with the J. Roos Theory, you get knocked out. Now you know Andrew Tucker. I don't want to do it to him, big bro.
Hey, man, I already know you would knock NDO champ straight out the ring. I already know that. He'd just go back to bodybuilding. He'd be like, I don't want no more.
Hey, but it's nothing but love and respect for those guys, man. We love those guys, man.
Funny, man. I watched him. He's funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, man. He cracking me. He had me cracking up laughing, bro. Like sometimes I can't even watch because I be laughing so hard that I'm about to pee my pants, bro. Like so hard, about to fall out my gaming chair laughing at that guy, man.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, them guys, man. But love, and respect to everybody, man. We love every one of you guys. J. Roos Theory, man. Go ahead and get your outro, man.
Yo, first of all, shout out to you for having me. Thanks for just being the awesome, polite, boxing enthusiast. You know all about pugilism, and I know you're nice with your hands yourself. So thanks for having me. It's been way too long. I miss talking to all you guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure if none of you subscribe to Andrew, subscribe to him, subscribe to me, J Roos Theory, my backup platform, and WJ, and LSR Forever. The reason I do this, and like I always say on my channel, be fearless. Yay, yay.
Yay, yay. And y'all know how we do it. And y'all know we had to come back on the scene like we never left. We had to surprise y'all with this one. Hey, man, but we got more to come. You know what I'm saying? The dynamic duo is back. And we love every single one of you guys, man. Much love and respect forever. And blessings to every single one of you guys. And you guys' family. Entire families. We love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And we out. Love you, big bro.
Love you too, man. Have a good one.
You too, brother.
All right.